Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to the Stone Whisperer Penitentiary. We're sitting on 29 out of 30 possible prisoners. Looks like my prisoners all have something to complain about as well at the moment. Let's have a quick look at and see. Freedom, safety, food. It's getting near dinner time for them. So yeah, food and freedom is what they desire. And somebody's toilet's broken. Never mind, we'll fix that later on. So what we're looking for now is education. So I've been able to set up a nice cell block. Although in saying that, it's starting to get a little bit out of control. I might need to try and work on... Oh, there's fights going on as well now. Let's have a look, what's going on here? So it seems that my prisoners are starting to get a little bit testy. So let's just try and work out anyway what's going on here. So if we look back at this, rather, we're getting distracted by all the fights. We've got our yard. I remade the building, so it wasn't making a good amount of sense. I still got a shower there, but we've now got the yard here. We've got a kitchen, visiting, the canteen, a staff room here, and a common room, which is getting a bit bloody now, sadly. But we need to try thinking about our prisoners. Now, prisoners will get released over time once they serve their sentence, so we need to actually start thinking about what's best for them, and a lot of the time that's to try and give them some education. So that's what we're going to do today. We have our classroom, which we need to build some desks and then start getting them some education for the new life outside. So let's think about this. Now, is there anything we urgently need to do? I don't think so. I think everything's generally okay for now. We've got a little laundrette rather there, so let's have a look and think what we can do. Now, I'm actually going to build a fence here. The reason I'm doing that is that I'm going to be messing around and I might end up accidentally freeing half my prisoners, so I'm just going to put a little fence up for now until I can work out what's going on. So I'm not entirely sure why my prisoners are getting upset. Let's have a look. Nothing really. Is it just being trapped in prison for too long? I'll need to work that out another time though. So, as I said, we need to get to our one classroom, but I always tend to go for 2 classrooms. The reason I go for 2 is that it allows me to actually... This jail cell's going to get broken a bit. It allows me to actually split my education in 2, so I can actually have 2 different classrooms. Is that going to work? Let's just try this one first. Yeah, let's try that. So then we can make our doors. Let's see. Door here and a door here. So the reason I'm kind of building it is in case any of this gets demolished and while this is still in progress, I didn't want my guys running out. So we've been raking up our money, and we're slowly now building in. So there we go, that's the sort of room build. I'll pop that in, and that will do. Got brick here. It's a bit of a mishmatch of different types of walls. I'm still working on that though. Let's see, I need to quickly fill that in. That'll do for now. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not going to be able to get a nice even split there, but never mind. So to make a classroom, let's have a look. We have 5 by 5 skill desk and an office desk. So that's 6 by 7. That does as well. So that's okay. That's 2 classrooms that we can manage here. So if we open up our objects, let's have a look. So we can get a, now it was an office desk, so that's a teacher's desk. So that can go here and here, and we want to have about 10 skill desks. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we could do more, I suppose, because, well, why not? Education is rather important, isn't it? So just wait for the first of skill desks to go. Don't know why there's a lump of steel sitting there. And as we're doing that, what we can actually do is we'll just wait for this room to get built as well. Speed time up a little bit. So we need to actually get our prisoners learning. Very important. So let's have a look. We can get programs, and we can let's have a look here. Foundation, we can start, and let's see, we can also do the kitchen. So there's no time slot, which means we need to actually go to their regime. Now this is our current regime. See, there's not a lot of time for them to really do anything with. So we can add some work time in, and I'll move their free time to there. So that gives them a couple of hours now to work. Hopefully it also gives them a bit of time to not feel so persecuted. As daft as it sounds, I'm not that heartless. I've got low security prisoners in. I want to get them educated back out to the real world. Of course, you know, I might decide to change their mind and have them all permanently locked up. So we've got a prisoner due for release soon, so we might have to start thinking about getting a couple more in. So we've still got enough. Go on, so let's actually go back to the program. And why is this one not? Going forward. Maybe we don't have a teacher assigned, I'm not sure. Now the good news is, once you get people educated, you can actually send them to work. Now, I can send them to work in my laundrette. I'm not, because my laundrette is there, and that's just a little bit too close to the way out. I do have 3 assigned to start working in the kitchen when it becomes available. Also, I don't like this being too blind here, so I'm going to actually add in some CCTV. Now, CCTV can be linked in. Now, have I done that right? Don't think I have actually. Yes, got it facing the wrong way. So let me actually redo the CCTV and put it the right way around. CCTV lets you keep an eye on what's generally going on. So if I put it there, actually, that should let me scan through the walls, as silly as it sounds. Now we have our CC monitor here, we can connect it to there, and as you see, it gives me now a view. So we're really now just waiting for our education program to start. It's not started yet, so don't know whether we just don't have any teachers currently available, or maybe they need more time, I'm not sure. Look until 1. Let's see, here's our number. Can I? Let's have a look. So that's why the foundation education needs 3 hours, so yes. So this is the regime. You can actually change the regime, you let them do what they want. So I've got some yard. It's difficult to balance the regime, so as you can see, you need to give them sleep, just a bit of time to not go crazy once they wake up, shower, a bit of free time, work, eat. Maybe they should have some breakfast. Did they actually have breakfast? Apparently not. Let's give them breakfast actually. Maybe that looks a bit better. So shower, breakfast, work, a bit of time, yard work, which is the exercising, normal work, a bit of free time, eat, and then it's time to go to bed. Hopefully that will work. So we'll let it tick through and see. So again, we're hoping to get some. So reschedule all. There we go. So that's fine. It's now starting to work. So let's see, what else can we do? Is there anything we can do? That should be okay. So we now have to wait for our prisoners to start going through. Now, I've got a little bit of investment here, so we're waiting for that to take over, and then we can have a look and see what else we can do. As I said, it's a prison that's now slowly starting to take shape. I'll get rid of this, it's not actually required anymore. Can I remove it? I'm not sure. Yes. obviously I'm not sure how I managed to break that, but I'll come back to it another time. So prisoners should now be starting to wake up, hopefully. We're not going to have them going crazy. Now there should be food getting ready for them soon. They're starting to get a bit agitated. It should be opening at 8 o'clock, they can go for their showers. Everybody piles in, I'm sure that's not good. And people are starting to come out now though. Visitors are all now piling in to get food. Again, I'm fairly certain this isn't the best way of doing things. As you can see, the danger level, while being low, is increasing. So I'm just letting them all work at high speed at the moment. As you see, Stone's prison. Down here we've got the laundrette, we've actually got the CCTV monitor and infirmary. These rooms are still relatively spare and free at the moment. I've not built anything with them. There's no point in demolishing them though, as I might need them at some point later on. So I'll just leave that for now. So, I'm not entirely sure why I'm not getting anybody working it. Why is there nobody actually going to education if you do want to learn? Ah, so no, his kitchen was in the morning, wasn't it? Let's see, is there going to be anybody that goes... If I remember rightly, it was the yard, then you have your work, that was right. So keep an eye down here. We've lost the CCTV footage because there's nobody working it at the moment. So hopefully at come 5 o'clock, so you're starting to see teachers. Perfect, so they're starting to educate now. Now, it doesn't happen instantly, and they actually need to have, so if I pause it there, so they're actually looking for bits and pieces. Someone's looking for alcohol, food, clothing, that's other bits that they need, which you can't necessarily do. So there's no chance of any of them passing even the basic level just now. It takes quite a bit of time and quite a bit of effort to get there. So we'll just wait for it to tick over. Now, do I have, I've only got 8 prisoners at the moment that have been released, so we don't know how well we're doing. But let's have a look at our bureaucracy now. We can go for cell block B and expand up to 50. Or we can, let's have a look, laundry, kitchen, cleaning cupboard. We'll just leave it for now actually. So you can do other bits, as I said, you can actually hire your, let's have a look, so do we actually have anybody working in the kitchen yet? Not yet. So if you have more people working in the kitchen for your own prisoners, it means you can cut down and not actually have as many cooks actually hired. Same with cleaners. If you actually have the prisoners doing the cleaning, you don't need to worry about them. You don't need to worry about hiring cleaners. That's actually quite good. It's didn't really go crazy there, so everybody's kind of just on lockdown, sleeping at the moment. So that's fine. So we've built our classrooms. We've got, I have to admit, a bunch of empty areas to go for. Now the question is, do we go for maximum security prisoners? The more dangerous they are, the more money you get. But right now, we're no major rush. I think what I would do is probably make a cell block B. So, if I can, I don't know what this is called. That's not a room at all, so So that means that we can keep everybody in one area for food. So we don't need to actually leave them and have them going out anywhere. Look, that's all the laundry goes there, so again nobody comes in and out that doesn't need to. Again, we could probably adjust it one way or another, but I'm not sure. And the room quality is average. Could probably start improving it. But do we give them much more? Do we give them all television? Yeah, there's a television in the common room. Can they read? So if I was to go back to logistics and room quality, what does it say here? So it does say a bookshelf and a chair could help. They've got a bed, they can sit in a bed. Maybe give them a bookshelf, make them read. There's no harm in reading, gentlemen. So we'll just add. Now we do have solitary confinement. I'm not going to add anything into those ones because those people that are in solitary don't really deserve anything, do they? Wonderful, perfect. So we've spent a wee bit of money there, but we're giving our prisoners bookshelves. I'm sure they'll be happy, those that can read. So this is Stone's Penitentiary. It's a basic one. Now there is much more you can do. I've only gone over a very brief amount. You can, deploy staff, for example. You can have guards on patrol. You can give them guns. You can have logic gates and wire. So what was it I was looking for? You have armed guards, that's right, dog handlers, lawyers that can actually make you have incredibly small cells, so you can have an absolutely dystopian kind of harsh 1-by-1 cell room here. People just stand up and you basically lean against something to sleep. You can have remote doors, you can tap into phones. What you'll probably find is that, I'll show you what to do. Let's have a little look down. We'll go for a shakedown. Now a shakedown means that all the guards will go around and find all the illegal dodgy objects that are sitting there. So somebody had a baton smuggled in. There's 2 cell phones. It does actually anger my inmates though. Somebody had a screwdriver and a drill. So just waiting for them all to start going through. That was a hacksaw, some alcohol, a fork. So these are all things that have been stashed away in people's rooms. Now, things like alcohol and drugs can make your inmates happier if they've had it smuggled in. It gives them something, but of course it can actually make them more aggressive. There's a shank, that's a bit dangerous to have lying around. So sitting all to sleep and they're still rummaging around. A lighter. You can actually adjust the risk, so what you actually do. So let's have a look. Where is it? So for example, if you find the weapons, you can search, or you put them in a solitary confinement. You can, if they get drunk, solitary. If they attack a member of staff, solitary. Attack a prisoner, that's okay, just lockdown. You can change how much they actually get, so meal variety. I'll actually put high variety. in high quantities, so I'm going to be nice to them. That actually does obviously cost, but at the moment that's fine. Again, you get your grants, you can reschedule your programs, so you carpentry, general education, nobody's able to do that. Drug treatment, alcoholic treatment, parole, because they will require parole at some point. This gives you a breakdown of your finances, and you can actually just go off and sell your prison if you want, and start all over again. Now, can I actually sell back my grant? I'm not sure. I'll pay back my grant, I'm not entirely sure. So, break some more, maybe. Let's have a look. You can also, hang on, just clicked something by accident there. Staff, there we go. You can get rid of some of your workers, your guards, your staff that aren't needed anymore. You have to be careful as well, because sometimes your staff will be killed, especially if it gets a little bit heated in the prison. So you need to be aware that all of a sudden, you might have 5 guards, you've only got 3, because one got stabbed, because you weren't paying attention. And that's where your shakedown comes in handy, because sometimes just going down and clearing things out is useful, especially after riots. But again, you do need to be very, very wary and very, very careful, because that will just antagonise your prisoners if you just keep on doing it. Of course, if you don't mind it, go for it. So that was our last episode of building the prison. For our next episode, it's time to escape it. Thanks everybody for watching, take care, and I'll see you next time for the big escape. Bye bye.